What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Chris, this is 4K Motoring, and behind me is a big old box. Those of you that have followed my channel for any length of time know that for the last couple years I've been riding this 2022 Multistrada down to Circuit of the Americas for the MotoGP race in Austin, Texas. Every year I ride from Raleigh, North Carolina down to Texas. It's a decent sized adventure, roughly putting about 4,000 miles on in the span of about a week and a half. Over the last couple years I've made some upgrades to this bike and some changes. This year is going to be no different. I've been reaching out to a few companies that make some long distance touring things and some things that'll make this bike a little bit better for this kind of traveling. One of the companies I've been in contact with was Sargent Seats. Now they have been nice enough to send me this box here, which I am told has a seat for my 2022 Multistrada V4S. It's going to be, instead of just one pan like some of the aftermarket seats, it is replacing the stock seat with a separate front and rear seat. They have the heated option, and they're supposed to drastically improve comfort, especially on long road trips. So let's go ahead and take this thing out of the box. We'll compare the overall size, fit, and finish to the factory seat, and hopefully over the coming days, weeks, months, we're gonna get you a really good impression on how this seat wears, how the seat feels, if it's comfortable, and if it's worth the money. As you guys know, the Ducati seat on the V4S has factory heat. There is an option for the rear passenger to change theirs low and high, and the driver has an option via the heads-up display and infotainment center to go through and control the rider heated seat. Overall, the coverage is pretty decent. There's some padding down to the side. It kind of has some design elements into it. It is fairly comfortable. There's definitely two different types of foam when you press down on here. There's a lighter foam and then a denser foam. It feels pretty uniform. There's no real cuts or deviations in foam thickness that I can feel. And over the last couple of years, this seat seems to hold up quite well. Now I'm going to get a few measurements from this seat, both in the high and low position as well as the width, because I know that matters a lot. Previously, I've had a Corbin seat for an old FJ09 that I used to have, and compared to that seat sat higher and wider. And both those things really matter in standover height, so I'm really interested to see how Sargent has chosen to cut this seat, how well it compares to the factory riding position and height of the stock seat. All right, here it is with some care and maintenance guides. It says, please read before setting up, and that's our seat. So in examining these seats, they seem to use all the same factory style hardware. They have their own pans that they made, but they are very factory in design. They use the same type of connectors and the same heated seat connectors. The passenger seat comes with a flashlight. Currently I have it charging. The heated seat control is on the side. This is like a marine style switch. I'm not sure how I like that compared to what they probably could have done with like a 3D print option to make it something a little bit more factory-like. But it should still be easily accessible to the passenger and offer the same low-high settings, so it'll work just like factory. Overall, the material is pretty cool. This is their DTX, their grip zone texture. It's supposed to be extra grippy where you need it. They have a carbon fiber texture. They sent me a sample of that, so I'll show that in a little bit. But so far, this seems very factory-like. This is both vinyl, of course. It is susceptible to the same sort of vinyl issues that any other seat would be. Stitching looks good. There's a couple options with the stitching, with what happens on the side. I think this looks nice and clean. And overall, very high quality. Per the labeling on these seats, it looks like February 5th, 2025 is when these seats were assembled. It is the 8th currently, and it just has been delivered. So I'm pretty impressed with Sargent. So we've gone ahead and swapped over our center pin here. This is just a T30 bolt that is in here. There is red Loctite on it, so it does take a little force to break it free. But once you're able to do that, it does snap over. And with the little latch, you can still spin it around to get it the correct orientation. One thing I've noticed right away, this blue foam that they use is definitely softer than the yellow foam that's in this Ducati seat. Not drastically, but a little bit. And I'm noticing the back of the pan, where this curves up, seems to have just a little bit more padding than the back of the back seat on the Sargent. So let's go ahead and get it installed and we'll see how it all fits together. Our new Sargent seat has the same tabs right in the front that fit into the Multistrada dual height system right here. So based on whichever one you put it in, that's the one the back will line up into. So now that I have the seat fully on and mounted, I've made a couple observations so far, and let me tell you my initial thoughts. Again, I have not yet ridden this bike, and over the next month or two, I'll be riding about 5,000 miles total on this bike, about 4,000 miles on one single trip, and hopefully from that I'll be able to give you guys a lot of feedback on this seat. Let me show you what I noticed so far. All right, this is the Sargent Performance Plus seat, and this is their DTX Grip Zone fabric. Up here, this is really grippy. It is very soft rubber, and you dig into that. Same thing exists here at the back, pretty grippy, but right here on the seat is decently grippy. I would say at least comparable to the factory seat, but maybe just a little bit more durable than the side of the seat. Back is made of this same material all the way around, so it should be fairly durable. Little things like fit and finish. So there is a small gap here on this seat just from the overall shape, where the factory seat had kind of an extruded profile right here at the front, so when it was in that low setting, it filled that gap. Here it does not. It is close, but doesn't quite do that. Is that a deal breaker? No. One of the other things I noticed too, kind of crudely measuring from overall edge to edge, the Sargent seat is almost 2 inches narrower than the factory Ducati seat, which makes standover height a little bit easier. So I might be able to run this in the high setting again and be a little bit more comfortable. The other thing I noticed in putting these things together is that the bolts that hold the rear of the seat, front seat on, these little guys right here, little twist connectors that come on the Ducati seat, the one they have on the Sargent seat looks like somebody dremeled this off. And it has just a little circle, so you have a little bit less leverage. It is more difficult to use. Not impossible, still works just fine, still fit just fine. Everything actually fit very much like factory, really easy to install. Just little things like that seem like a little bit of an oversight. Looking at the fabric itself and the foam, you can feel in the center there is that relief cut where there's no foam to allow basically the way your anatomical hips fit. The bones can kind of squish in together and allow a little bit of movement for a little bit added comfort. Again, this foam did seem a little softer, just a little bit, than the Ducati seat, but the Ducati seat almost feels like there is dual layer foam, dual density foam, whereas this feels about the same. There's no light touch, soft touch, it's about equal all the way through. Overall, I feel like it looks decent and still looks modern with this bike. The quality is great, all the stitching, everything that I can see looks really well done, so I'm very impressed by these seats. Sargent Seats was nice enough to send me a little swab of their CFX material, in case you guys are curious between the DTX and the CFX. This is a carbon fiber look-alike material. I believe it's all the same vinyl. The vinyl itself overall is the same, they just have different patterns on them. And now this pattern is more of a carbon fiber-like material. And in just feeling it, this is a lot more slippery. They say this is the more durable option, so for something that doesn't require a lot of grip, nothing high horsepower like a Ducati V4, this may be a good choice for you if you have a just calmer touring bike. Looks really cool, but the DTX material has higher ridges on it, adds a little bit more traction, and then especially around the sides, it is that softer rubber, and you can definitely feel just a friction difference where you can dig in on these sides and really get some traction. Overall, I think the seats look pretty great. I am very happy with my choice of the styling cues in this seat. Some of the little gaps that I've pointed out don't really seem to be an issue from any sort of distance. If you're not looking for it, it really blends in and it's not a big deal at all. Like I said, over the next month or two, I should be giving you guys a really good impression on long distance, what this seat feels like and how it holds up. If you guys have run the seat before or any other aftermarket seats on the V4, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and your experience. If there's any specific questions you guys would like to know about this seat, I'm happy to provide it. Again, thank you to Sargent for sending this to me. I hope it gets some use, and we'll be providing a little bit more information very soon. If anybody has any additional suggestions to make this bike better for this 4,000 mile road trip for the 4th year in a row, let me know, and hopefully we still have time to get it done. As always, thanks for watching 4K Motor. Make sure you're subscribed, like this video to follow along, and we'll catch you next time.